Students from Washington State's 34 community and technical colleges were recognized by the Washington Trustees Association of Community and Technical Colleges for the success they've achieved. Students like Pierce College's Brandon Stogsdill. Achieving this success was not easy, and while Brandon's story is unique, he represents thousands of students across the state with similar stories to tell of how they've transformed their lives by attending a community or technical college.
But I grew up with a single mom. From what I understand, my father, who I've never met, raped her, and that's how I was born. She was an alcoholic, and that's how she dealt with a lot of her trauma. So my first memories was her passed out drunk on the ground, molested around like age 5. Never really knew what that meant, was really ashamed. Really just insecure through most of my life. 10th grade, my mother was committed into a mental hospital. My first love broke my heart. I was failing school, had no plans on ever going to college, like I said, and I had 0 friends. I got really depressed, fantasized about suicide. But instead of committing suicide, I took my anger outward and I started getting in fights and trouble, and I got respect and recognition for my behavior. So it escalated and I learned that I was good at it. So it went from stealing to robbing to selling drugs to driving around and stolen cars to robbing houses to eventually at 17 I was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. My friend got into a situation, I went there to help. I used my gun. Thank God nobody was injured, but unfortunately at 17 they sentenced me, and the day the judge sentenced me felt like my life was over. Woke up the next morning in prison, and that's when I realized, actually I asked myself a simple question. I said, if you died yesterday, what would you do if you came back to life today? And I said I would change everything. And basically from there, I started Pierce College, going to college in prison. Never ever had any idea of going to college. Nobody in my family went to college. I went through prison without a fight, without a scratch. Got out after 3.5 years. Super supported by the staff there at Pierce College, and they helped me get a scholarship to Pierce College. So I walked out within an hour after I got out, was in college campus class, and I started volunteering with at-risk kids immediately.
And with this education, Brandon found transformation and gained the skills and knowledge needed to pursue even higher levels of education.
So their support kind of propelled me to move forward, and because of them, they were there to help me I got an honor scholarship to UW. I went to University of Washington, got my Bachelor's of Science in Psychology, then got my Master's in Clinical Psychology, and then now applying for the PhD program. And now I'm a clinician, case manager for at-risk kids, for sound mental health, and now I get to go to work every day and work with these kids and try to be the person that I wish somebody would have been with me. So it's kind of like a dream come true.
Community and technical colleges, transforming lives.